So the class is started. We start recording, right? So let's continue. So let's start from the font, right? What we're gonna do is, see, we have the Oswald font. Let me check one time, okay? Exactly what is here, right? So Oswald with the font size 90 pixel. So there is no, okay, bold, right? That is bold, okay? So Oswald is all bold. I believe that is for the heading one, heading two, and all that, right? That is one, two, and let's see, four here, and five also, right? Okay, I get some disturbance here. So that is bold, okay? That font is bold, right? And then we have Montserrat regular, okay? Regular should be, I think, around 400 weight, right? That is a regular. So let's try to implement that. So see, next font, why we using next font here, right? From Google. The reason for is it will download, because see, when the page run in the server, right? See, everything in nextjs is running in the server, okay? It runs in the server. I mean, we have server running here, right? When I go back, let's say, let's go here and cd, sorry, cd what, one, right, to that folder, and then I will run the project npm run dev. So our local development server is running, correct? So we gonna have the font run in the server first, or download in the server, right? And when you get everything here in the client, it's pre-built, everything is ready for you. The client gets pre-built page, right, from the server, okay? Server will send you the ready-made page. Now everything done in the server, and whatever you get here is complete. You're getting all the html, css, everything, okay? From the client, you don't have to go back to the Google and fetch the font and display again. You don't have to do that. That's the benefit of nextjs. So challenge 8, right? We are working on that here, okay? So let's implement the font uh, in the nextjs, and how we can do that. Little bit tricky, but let's try, right? So I download, we have this Oswald. We need Montserrat also, right? I mean, one font is okay. If you have one font, you can just put it here, right? But when you have multiple, just little bit of different way. That's it. So you can, let's call this the second one, Moon, Montserrat, maybe Moon. Just give any name, right? Variable name. Here you write Moon, Montserrat. Okay. So subset is Latin. The next, you have to add next. So Oswald is the. Let's add a weight also, right? Let's add a weight. Weight can be bold, right? So I think bold is 700. See, 200, 304, or 700 is a bold, right? So let's put 700. Good to go. One more property, that is variable, right? See, and that variable, we gonna put it like this. So let's just give the name of the variable, right? So the name, when you put a name, right, it will give you suggestion. Look at that. You must be put dash dash something like that, okay? Dash dash, right? So dash dash, and let's call the Oswald, same name, Oswald, right? That is my variable. Good. So we have three property. One is subset, weight. Weight, I mean, you can add more weight here if you need, right? But I just need bold. That is 700, good enough. The next here, what I will do, I'm going to do the same thing. I will just put weight here, and I need regular, okay? So that's the regular is, I believe, 400. So just select 400, right? And if you want to check, which one is regular, you can go to the Google font and find that font and look at the number, right? So you can find out that one. Then there is a variable property. That property can have the variable name starting with two hyphen, and the name you can give moon, right? Okay, guys, just give me a second, right? I will pause. Okay, so it's recording now. Back to recording, right? Everyone here? Yeah, you can hear me, right? Everything good? Okay. So, we just prepare this now, right? All right. So we just prepare this two variable name, and our font is ready now, right? So let's use that one. The first thing is like in the root file here, right? I mean, see, the reason we have different projects within that same nextjs installation, right? But normally what you will do in the future is if you have many fonts and this is your root layout, right? You can add here, like, so you have one font here already. Okay, so you can take that out. Right now we're not going to use this, right? This is the global font. You can leave it also, does not matter. I believe that will be not a problem. So let's see. No, we will check. Okay, maybe we have to remove that, right? Because if not, it will affect here. Okay, so we'll see how it will work. Let's wait, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add here now. Okay, so I already have some css. There is one library, right? clx I believe. So you can use that one, but we'll use that during our project. Okay, not now. Something new, right? Let's try. So remember how you can insert javascript like this, curly bracket and the backtick, so you can add some string there, right? This one. So I just need to remove this quote now. Okay, this is our css from before, right? Now I'm going to add this dollar sign because I want to add more javascript, right? And uh, call your font now Oswald dot class name, right? uh, yeah, I think that is good enough, right? Oswald dot class. Yeah, that's really fine. Now next is one more, right? So let's apply that. So that is moon dot class name. Done. After we do this one, right, because we have multiple fonts, so we have to tell the tailwind now, right, how to use this class name. I mean, how we can tell tailwind to accept all these classes and give me, right, to use in my code here. So to do that, you have to go to the config file, tailwind config here, right? So that was the second step. Now the third step is here, and now we can extend. Okay, so remember, until now we have not done this, right? See, tailwind gives us already some classes, right? Lot of class name, you have seen that. You can extend now something, you can add your own now, right? So that is what we're going to do. So I'm going to extend the font family. So this is the property name, and so after that, right, what we're going to do is, yeah, so it will take the object, and inside the object, because we have many font, so the first one is Oswald. Let's write that. No, I don't need that name. And we're going to put this bracket, right? The array and string, and inside you call the variable and then the name of that font, the variable name dash dash Oswald. Good. Now this name will be available for us throughout our project to use, right? And I will show you just now. Comma, and I have one more font. What is that? Moon, right? Moon. So you can name it, you can give any name here, does not matter. Okay, even if I put OS, right, so OS will be available for me to use. And variable, and then we're gonna put dash dash moon. So this is the name, right? This is the name we have in our layout here, not this one but here, right, in the challenge here. Okay, good to go. So let's try now. Let me close all this for now. So when you make change to your config, you might have to restart the uh, excuse me, the server, right? But what I will do, I'll just refresh everything. Control Shift paragraph, right? Reload window. That will just refresh everything. I don't have to restart. You just reload the whole window, right? So that's quick for me. Okay, once I'm done with that, I will go back to my navbar. And the one is what? The header, right? Remember, there is a header, and I should have the logo somewhere here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to apply that Oswald. So how you going to call the font? Remember, you just call the font dash Oswald. Look at that. I'm getting that Oswald right there. So that will be good enough, So let's check now, right? If it is okay or not. So yeah, it's working. Look at that. It's already changed now, right? That's changed. This one is also Oswald, right? So let's try that. But we can inspect also. We can go back, right? We can check in our element here. I mean, I don't have the how I can check, right? Let me see. Go back to the header nav section. Where is that font there, right? I have to pull this up a little bit, because everything, all the style will be below here. So when I click this, oh, I went somewhere else. When you click that, right? Layout, where is that? Computed. I don't know where is that style. Okay, so it should be somewhere here. But let's select, right? Font family Montserrat applied to which one? Somewhere I see font family Montserrat applied already, right? Style, but let me select that H1 tag. Okay, but I mean, you can see the change is already happened. I can see that different, right? When you have a small body inside the, okay, it's just difficult to navigate. I don't know where I reach, right? I think I reached in the wrong place. Refresh that. Okay, now inside the header nav, this the one, right? Yeah. Text class name font Oswald, right? You can see that. So when I hover here, you can see that font Oswald already. I mean, this is the class name, right? Everything is here. But the problem is you have to see in this computed value, right? Here, okay. And that's what I don't see. But anyway, I don't know where is that. But anyway, just leave that one. Not a problem. Right? It just applied, okay. Same thing we can try Oswald with the second one, right? If you look at the design, if you go back here, right? Go back to the design. Where is that? Here. Two also Oswald, okay, and the font size is 90 pixel, right? So the two sections, second section is which one? This one? That's the one. So let's try to put the Oswald there, okay? And so that will be inside the section one. Here, font bold, font Oswald, okay? And Oswald, right? So that should change. And this font paragraph, right? These are the paragraph is all, I believe, moon. Okay, so font moon. So here is the moon. You can find also inside. So that's good enough. And even you can leave this one, but even if you want to apply, just apply moon, right? So font moon. See, if we are in the main layout, right? If we don't have many projects here, you can apply in the body tag like one font directly, so all of them can take, right? And then just change somewhere like couple of changes, with a different font. So that should be easy. But because we have like so many projects in same place, it's just learning how to use, right? That is all. Okay, it does not make sense, but still we learning, right, how to use that. So Control S, save that. Go back to the browser now and check. So see, this change already. Okay, that's changed. This all changed already. Even you can see here now, right? They all change. Fine. So let's move to our today class, right? We just learned how to use the font. We will continue from today now. What is the next step? Is building this, right? So if you look at the design here, the first one is small screen, right? Mobile device. The second one is medium device. Okay. So below small screen, below SM, right? Or maybe let's make it below MD. We're gonna do this below MD, and above MD we're gonna add this. Or let me think, right? So there is LG also, right? This is LG, above LG. Yeah. So we're gonna do total 3 step, right? The first is like this. The second will be this, and after LG will be this, right? So let's start with the mobile responsive design. So I'll close all this layout. I'm not gonna, you know, go back, and then here let's try with section 3. So let's add one more file, right, and call it section 3. Okay, dot tsx. So now, okay, so this is the main box, right? So I'm just gonna put section here. So this is the first, right? This is the first div which will go, same to the section, right? In our page, if you look at, this is the section 3, and then later will be footer, right? So this box will be replaced with the third one. Okay, this section, that is the one, right? Because in component, what we do, we return HTML, right? So we're making that one section completely inside this function. That is what we are trying to do, right? So is there any background color? No, right? No background. It just has some height, like there is some padding top and bottom, right? So let's do that. Class name, padding y of maybe, make it maybe 12, right? That will be 48 pixel. So that is all I will add. Okay, padding, right? Then I'm going to add div, and because this is all mobile, right? So it should be like this go on the top, then second, then third, then fourth, and then this whole box go down below that, right? So heading to paragraph, image, paragraph, and then this box. So what I will do, I'm going to separate, because we know we have to build two components. Two different sections, the left and the right section, that is two column, right? So we keep it in two box. Okay, so this is the main box, and inside we're going to have two box, left and the right, like that. So here we're going to do because we have to also center, right? Remember the class center, class name 80% with 80%, and then mx auto, right? Auto. Very good. That is all I have to do. Now I will start with the left one, right? So heading to, and what is that? It does not have to be so hard, right? It does not. So dollar sign, not dollar sign, but and APO APOS, right? Ampersand, okay? Does not have to be so hard. That is heading to paragraph, and then we have image, right? So we're gonna use the nextjs image, okay? Up to optimize, right? Import image from next image. I don't know if we have image here somewhere, right? Do we have? Look like I don't have any image. Okay, let me quickly download, right? I should have downloaded. So the image was in challenge somewhere, right? Challenge 6, I believe. Okay. Download. So I'll just pull this to the project folder, okay? Grab that, and in challenge 8, I will drop it. So you can drop there, or unless you want to use, unless you want to put in the public folder, right? So let's put in the public folder. Let's try that. I'll just put the image in the public folder. Yeah, close that, close this. So I have the next.js image. How I gonna use that? Because I have first one is the heading to paragraph, then image. So I will put in the div, right? Maybe I have to adjust that, but I'm not sure. Let me try. Okay, image. That's how you use, right? That's the image component. Okay, this is the image component. Now it will asking to put something like, for example, source, right? Give the source. So the source will be dot slash, maybe just call it public, right? Public slash. So dot slash means, oh no, it will not go there, right? I have, because I'm like so many folder inside. So I'll just put at the rate. Okay, try to do that. At the rate public. Also, let me see. At the rate will go to the root folder, right? Root folder, yeah. Public public slash. Still cannot find, right? So dot slash dot slash, and now maybe I will get that. Public slash, and this the one. Okay, now after that you have to provide alt. Okay, alt will be, just call it hero image, right? Also you have to give a width, right? So width will be, for now I will just give some width. Okay, width maybe, let's give it uh, something like a 400 pixel, and height also, right? 400 square box. So that's now image, this image is happy. It will always ask for width and height, right? Why? So when the image is loading, right, it will, when the page load, it will create that space, that size space already, okay, so that there is no shift, like page load and when image come then it will push everything down. No, the size is created, that area, right, is occupied by the within the server already, okay, so that there is no like change in this image size, right. It will slowly download and display the page, I mean image, okay. So that's why we have to provide this width and height in advance, right? But you have to decide how big is your image, how you're gonna put the width and height there, right? Like there is like fill also to, fill the area. There are some more properties, right? So we will look at that, how to optimize image maybe sometimes. And even when you look at the nextjs document, there is, right, image. If you go to the image component, you will see there. For now, I'll just put that 400 we will change later. I think we have. So after image, there is one more paragraph, right? So let's go back here, and I will call p tag load image. Okay. Now that left box is done, right? So we are in the right box now here, and then in the right side you have three different box. Okay. So div, each box has heading 2, right? I think I'll just put quality, and there's some text in the paragraph. So I'll just put maybe 20, right, like that. Okay. So you have three different box, not S2 but H1. Sorry, S2 here, not H1. Let's go back and heading to quick paragraph, and then there is one more, I believe, just a paragraph. Right? P tag done. So let's try to look at in the browser now, right? How it looks. Oh, I did not use the component yet. I created the component. I have not used that. So section 3, I must go to my page, right? Because see what you see in the website is page, okay? The route, right? That route is here. Change it, challenge it, page. This is the one which is going to the browser, okay? The route. So you must put that section 3 here, right? So section 3. So I'll just click and it will import automatically, right? Done. So save now and let's check now. So there is some issue, right? Okay, getting image now. Next image, if using relative, it must be started with the leading slash, right? Or be an absolute, or be an absolute something like that. Okay, so I did a mistake. Let's check. No. Okay, how I'm gonna get this image right? Let me do one thing, okay? Because just find sometimes just finding right folder is difficult. What I will do, I'll just move this in the challenge itself. Just put it there, right? It's okay, it should work. So now I have only one like dot slash and get that. So let's see if this work, right? Fail to parse, okay, hero on next image. If you are using relative image, it must start with the leading slash. What is that? I have to put that. I don't know. I never saw that error before. I don't know why it's giving error, right? Okay, it came up, but the thing is no image, right? So there should be image. We have all this paragraph and everything. Man, how am I gonna get the image? Just give me a second, okay? What I will do, I'll just try to let's say at the rate slash app, and this is not a good idea, right? But ch8 slash and then hero, right? Leading slash, okay? So or be absolute URL, right? Absolute URL. I don't know. I never had this issue, and I don't know why it's giving me now. It's just giving error, right, with the image. So let's do one thing, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna import that image. I'll try to import it. Import. Just call it hero, right? Hero image. Hero, right? Maybe. So now at the rate there is a public. You can get public like this, right? And I'm gonna put that inside somewhere here. So drag, 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 drag. Oh, there was in the public already, right? Oh my god. Let me delete this. Don't need this. So there is asset already, right? We have asset from before. Yeah, so let's use that one, asset slash hero image. Okay. So now we I just import, right? Import, and this will work now. Okay. What I'm gonna do, just call that variable, right? Hero image, and problem should solve. But you know, let's see if there is more error. It still did not work. Okay. So what is the issue now? Oh, not exported from here, right? Let's try this one more time. Yeah. I don't know what is that error. I never get that one, but just give me a second. Fail to parse the error when importing next image, right? And so okay, so next public, whenever is whatever is found in nextjs public folder that can be accessed with slash. It can also be accessed by using the, oh, okay, one also. Okay, so if something is in the public, right, you don't have to do all this. Just put the slash, trailing slash, that will, automatically detect the public folder. Okay, and because now the image is inside the asset, right, so we just do slash asset slash hero image, and the problem is solved, right? Let's look at, okay, so that is all, right, we have to do. Remember that public folder, if you have any assets subfolder, so you can get to the public folder by just adding the slash, right, slash. Then you go inside the asset and then you call your image. That is simple enough. Okay, I just forgot, right, this one, it was just out of my mind. So we have all this ready now, right? Let's look at in the mobile device. Mobile will be something like this. Your mobile device will be something like this, right? This is the size of your mobile. What we have to do is just style this now. So let's start styling one by one. The first one is, let's see, heading one, right? Last name. So remember the font Oswald. We just call that one Oswald here. Fonts, text, maybe, I don't know how much, what is the size, right? Let's give it 2XL, okay, or maybe 3XL, right? 3XL, and it is in the center also, I believe, in the design. So let's check quickly. Not in the center, it's just in the here, right? Even in the, yeah, it looks like something like this. So there is some space below that text, right? So how we can put that? Margin bottom of maybe 2 is okay. 2 will be around 8 pixel. So if you want, you can make it 4, right? That is 16 pixel. 16 pixel, okay, good to go. The color, right? So that is text, and what is the color name? You just have to copy from here, this one. All right, so it should be fine now. So look at that. See that it does not have to be so hard, and it just push that 4 pixel below the text or the paragraph, right? Look, means that below paragraph is pushed down. The next thing is the paragraph. So here, last name, if you want, you can make it text, maybe. Let's first change the font, right? Font is Moon, and text you can make it LG. If you want, like in the LG is how much? 18 pixel, right? Yeah, let's keep it LG. Okay, let's keep it like that, and give some space below, right? So margin bottom of 4. Yeah, good to go. Image, we can leave it like that. We can go maybe the next image. Let's leave it. Let's go here in the paragraph, last name, and font is Moon, right? And text LG, and margin y-axis I will make it 4, top and bottom, and it looks something like this. Good to go. So we're done with the first box, right? First box. Okay, if I can go back and put some background here, let's check now quickly, right? I just want to show you guys. Last name BZ red, right? And give a padding of 2, so you can see clearly, right? So BZ red, and I did not give the weight, maybe 600, so that you can see that red color. So see that box? the left box. Okay, and now you have the starting the right side, right box. If you look at the design, the right box, inside that box there is three box, right? And they have a background color and the text is white. So how we can achieve that? So I go here. That's the right box, and it has three different box: quick, quality, and I think there is also heading to here. I mean, not quick. There is something else, right? Break it down, work your way up, and okay, just paragraph here. Work your way up, right? Your way. So yeah. So this three box, right, has a background color. So let's try that. And also the text is center, right? Text is center, and the uh, and there is some space, basically padding, right? So how we can achieve that? Class name bg. Uh, let's make it gray, maybe something right around like 900 or 800. And text, I will make it white, and then add some padding all around. I will give padding maybe 6. So how much is 6, right? 24 pixel all around. Okay, so now if you look at one of our design here, it looks something like this. I want to have the text in the center, right? So text center, or even you can do one thing, like, okay, just make it text center. That is good enough. Center. Now class name, uh, you know, font is Oswald, and make it text. How much? If you want, you can keep it like maybe 4 XL. So here also we can do same thing. Let's make same size. All right. Let's say 4 XL, right? Yeah. So I will just copy this now, all this, right, and quickly add to all of my div. That's the next div, and that's the next div. And same thing, I'm going to copy the h2 and put it here. And also there is no, right, no h2. So there is some paragraph. I mean, you can change the paragraph font if you want. You can apply like class name. Font is Moon, right, for paragraph. And you can make text large. Okay, just copy that and paste it here and paste it here. Why my phone? Okay, so now you can see, right, the different here. Look at that. See, so it looks something. Even the space between the heading 2 and paragraph is not enough, so we can add some space, below the paragraph. Let's do that. Margin bottom, make it maybe 2, right? That is good enough. margin bottom 2. All right, so we done now, right? We done with the mobile. Look at that. This is the mobile, correct? What you see in the spec here, I mean in the design, here you see that. So that is the mobile, right? Okay, so there is space between each of them also. Look at that. There is space between each of them, right? Later we have to convert like this in the column. Sorry, one row, right? Right now is one column, but later it will get one row. So that means I have to think about the flex now. So let's do that. This is the parent for all that three box. So what I will do, class name flex, but if I do flex, it will be flex to row, right? I will say flex column for now. For mobile is column, and just make it a gap, right? Gap of maybe 6. And now check. So look at that. It looks something like that, correct? The next step is, now we're going to move to the let's say above MD. Let's go above MD, right? Somewhere here, I think 700 something, that is the MD. So let's switch this one. So very easy now. See, media query, that is MD, and I will say flex row. That is all I have to do, and check. So MD is where? So look at this. This is MD now, right? Look at that. This is the MD. Okay. So it will go up to MD, or we can make it LG. Let's make it up to LG, right? Let's make it from LG. So it is like this, LG, right? Yeah. So this is LG. I mean, it's more than LG, but now after Excel, right? What you want to do now is it will be flex again, right? Flex column again. So when you go Excel, it will be like this again, right? But the problem is, in that time, okay, let's do one thing. Let's keep this one MD, right? I think that will be too much MD, and here we're gonna make it LG. After LG, it will be column, right? It's column. See, this is one column, right? From top, you can see one box. But I want to change these two layout now, the red one and this one, right? Side by side here. Okay, so how we can do that? So I have to find the parent, the main parent. Who is the main parent here? This one, right? This one. So here I will apply flex column in the beginning. Like for small device, you are column, but when you go above LG, right? MD is still column, but when you go above LG, then flex will be row and have some gap of 6. And look at that. Nice. So there is, right? And the only thing we have to do is I believe, yeah, so this text is aligned here, left side, right side. Yeah, that is, I think that is good enough, right? We just have to remove that background color from here now, and also add some space below, right? This heading 2. So heading 2, let's go back, margin bottom 4. So even we can give here same to all this heading, like 4 and 4, but you can adjust, right, the way you need it. Let's remove this background color. Okay, so it looks something like this, guys. If you look at the design, it's here, right? And this is what we have made. So we can add, like, you can increase the image size a little bit more, right? Just make the image big. to fill the area so that this text all will be pushed down a little bit. You can do that, but this is good enough, for us right now. So when you go small device, it will be like this, and when you go small again, it's just the mobile, right? See that? Okay. So the next, how much? Okay, we have last section left, right? Let's try this quickly. So that is footer. Or maybe let's do this footer tomorrow, right? Little bit work tomorrow for tomorrow. Let's keep it. You guys can try, but you get the idea now, right? Let's try it. If not, I will do it tomorrow, right? It's a long time. Okay. I mean, all the skill now we need, right, for making flexible. You have seen here, okay? It's same thing. It's just all about how you structure, right? So you start with a small device, then you move to the wherever you want to break point, right? So small MD or LG, and then you change the flex, like column or row, right? That is all you have to do, and add a gap, and it will automatically, that block, right, left right block will switch to each other. So let me stop here, and then that footer I will do it tomorrow in the morning.